How's it hanging, YouTube? It's Peter here, your ginger Geordie geek. Welcome back to Triple G Comics. So, I'm absolutely buzzing. I'm recently back from a tremendous comic convention that I've never been to before called Thought Bubble. So Thought Bubble is a convention which is pretty local to me. It's in Leeds, or Harrogate to be precise. It's been running for a number of years. I think it started in 2007. Interestingly, even though it's been going for that long, I've never been before. Not quite sure why. It is the kind of con that I would have probably wanted to go to, so I don't know why I've missed it really. But like I say, it started in 2007, and it's basically been going ever since. It's going stronger and stronger and stronger. It's a huge convention, focuses primarily on artists, on new publishers, and on all kinds of stuff like that. Bit of cosplay thrown in there. It's absolutely tremendous. So, like I say, I've never been before. I do know of the convention, I had heard of it, but recently, as you'll all know, I watch a channel called Geeky Guy Comics, and in particular the Killer Comic Show, with some tremendous YouTube creators on that. And they've been talking a lot about Thought Bubble for a while now, and it piqued my interest, and I thought, oh, I'll give it a go and I'll see what it's like. So I booked myself in, and I went down and spent the full weekend there. I loved it. I'm just going to say right now, absolutely loved the convention. I thought it was absolutely superb, great fun, lots to do, lots to see, lots to spend money on. So what I've decided to do is each Thursday, I'm going to do a Thought Bubble Thursday, which is just going to talk a little bit about the convention, focus on what I've picked up, look at my sketches, look at what I've bought, and then look at the general experience that went on. That's basically because I've got so much to talk about and because I've bought and got done so much stuff. So each Thursday, until I've run out of stuff to talk about, we'll be doing that, in addition to my usual other videos. So, like I said, we're going to focus on what I've bought, so the physical comics and graphic novels I've picked up. Going to focus on some of the creators that were there. So I got an awful lot signed, probably far too much signed. And each week I'll pick a creator and talk about the different stuff that I got signed by them, and also a little bit about the history of the creator and what they've done. Then I'm also going to talk about some of the sketch covers that I got done. Now, this is a massive bloody rabbit hole for me. This is something I've not really getting into before, other than local artists like the ones next to us here. But I went down a bit of a rabbit hole of getting some big name comic artists to do some work for us, and I absolutely love it. And I'm a bit worried that I'm going to end up spending an awful lot of money on this in the future, but never mind. The other thing I wanted to talk about in regards to Thought Bubble was one of the main reasons I went was to finally meet up with some of the YouTube community, because there was a lot of it going. And I have to say that's probably been the best part of the convention for me. So met up with Ben from the Attention Seeking Geek channel, my favorite YouTube channel. Please check him out. And of course, Luke from Hydra Collectibles. Spent a lot of time with them. Luke has been doing some tremendous work, filming the convention and putting some videos up on that, so please check them out. Ben also hosted the Cosplay Competition. First time I've been to a cosplay event, and I have to say it was great. Lovely, great fun. Really enjoyed that. Also met up with the guys from the Killer Comic crew and from Panels and Pints. Also met the Poptimus, Mark Oldroy, Tim from Hobgoblin's Hideaway, and loads of other people. And I apologise if I've not mentioned you, but it was just a lovely community. The guys from the Killer Comic crew and Panels and Pints. Yep, I had a couple of drinks on the Saturday night. That was very nice. A little bit drunk, so that was really nice to catch up with those guys and to just to start to get to know people a little bit outside of this YouTube kind of, let's be honest, false kind of thing. So it was lovely to meet people. So some of the things I got done, I'm just going to briefly mention, just to give you a bit of a flavour of some of the stuff we're going to be doing on these Thursday shows. Some of the things I got done. First of all, I had a brilliant idea of getting all the YouTube creators. I'll put a better image up on screen to sign a book for us. I picked the worst book I could possibly find, Empire. Utter. Anyway. And this was just a little memento for me. Of course, I made it far too complicated for the guys. I put a folding thing on the front, and they all signed the back and board. For Christ's sake. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, so yeah. A little bit of a memory for me there, I guess. I'm saying I created that, came with that idea. I didn't really. That was Luke from Hydra Collectibles, but I stole it from him. And I'm pretending it's mine. What are you going to do? A few books that I bought. I guess one of the things I would say about this comic convention, and I'll talk about that in future videos, is that I'm beginning to think my memory of a comic convention, when you go and it's like a hall full of long boxes and big displays of keys on walls and things like that, I don't know that that exists anymore. If anybody knows conventions like that, let us know, because this thing was huge. I mean, literally huge, with artists selling, you know, small press books and their own works and things like that, and tons of writers, artists from all over the world. Big companies like Scott's there, and Kirby Comic Art, who I'll talk about later because they were phenomenal. So all that stuff, and I found one comic book seller, like a long box type seller. So not a lot there. And the swine, when I got there, it had already been looted by Luke from Hydra Collectibles, who had absolute glee in his face when he told us that he'd bought 20 issues of Thundercats. Yeah, not happy, Luke. Not happy. So anyway, I went back and I did pick up a few bits and bobs, and this comic seller was from Harrogate. He had a little shop in the cinema, I believe, and I picked up a few bits and bobs. It was very reasonably priced. So just to start off with a couple of things I bought. Battle of the Planets, not a series I know a great deal about, not a cartoon I watched. I think I can't remember what it was called back here, but Alex Ross art. You can't go wrong with Alex Ross art, and I can't remember how much this was. I think it was like 50 pence. I lost my voice there. I was like 50 pence. I think it was 50 pence or something. And I just love Alex Ross, so I thought that was a nice cover to pick up, and I was desperate to buy some comics. So yeah, quite a nice cover, that one. I like that. This one I did get, and I thought this was a little bit of a good find. I like my first appearances, as you all know. That's the first appearance of the new Wasp, I believe. I hope so, because it says introducing the all-new, all-different Wasp. So, again, bit of a key first appearance. So, quite like that one. Again, very, very cheap. I just liked the cover on this one. This is Spider-Man and Miles Morales from the most recent Secret Wars series, which was shockingly bad. But anyway, from the latest Secret Wars, I like the cover with Spider-Man saying you're going to do great, kid, or you're going to be great. I think this must be the issue where Miles Morales formally joins the MCU. I don't know. Just like the cover. Like the cover. Next, I've got far too many copies of this now, like far too many copies. And I can't stop picking them up for some reason. I'm not sure why, because I've told you repeatedly it's crap. But this is Werewolf by Night. First appearance of the new Werewolf by Night. I think this is about my fourth copy or something like that. But he had it on the stall, and like I say, I wanted to buy some comics, so I had to buy that. Okie dokie. So, general thoughts about Thought Bubble. See what I did there? General thoughts about Thought Bubble is it was a brilliant convention. I thoroughly enjoyed myself. I thought the spread of artists, writers, retailers was tremendous. I've managed to pick up some graphic novels and books, which I'll show you in another video. I've got probably about 50 or 60 books signed, which I'll show you by creator in future videos. And I've got 5 or 6 bits of original artwork, which again I'll show you in a future video. I also got a few books signed and remarked and sent off via Scott's Collectibles, who were there, who are always superb and always very helpful. So lots of stuff like that. The convention aside, meeting the YouTube community was really good. I had a lovely time with the guys, great laugh. So it really was a nice weekend. So I thank you to everybody who I hung out with, went for tea with, and also got very, very, very drunk with on the Saturday night. So that's your whack. Catch you next time. Thanks.